Many people are unaware of this, but research in psychology suggests that certain everyday habits can be associated with lower cognitive efficiency. These habits do not mean a person lacks intelligence. Instead, they indicate that the brain may not be functioning at its optimal level at that moment. Psychologists study these behaviors because, when they occur repeatedly, they are often linked to reduced focus, slower processing, or weaker decision-making. In this video, we will examine 5 common habits that research associates with lower cognitive performance, explained in a clear and informative way. 1. You can't stay focused. When you find it hard to stay focused for more than a short time, it can be a sign that your executive functions aren't working efficiently. These functions help you concentrate, plan, and follow tasks through to completion. If you struggle to read, work, or finish simple activities without getting distracted, your brain may be operating at a very shallow level of attention. Psychology shows that reduced sustained focus often leads to jumping quickly from one task to another, which weakens overall cognitive performance over time. 2. You talk more than you listen. If you notice that you talk a lot but rarely pause to truly listen, it may indicate weaker information processing. Listening isn't passive, it requires attention, memory, and understanding. When you interrupt others, miss important details, or speak mainly to respond rather than to understand, your brain skips deeper thinking. Psychology suggests that strong cognitive awareness develops through listening first, because understanding information always comes before meaningful response. 3. Avoiding new learning experiences. When you avoid learning something new just because it feels difficult or uninteresting, it often points to low cognitive flexibility. Cognitive flexibility is your brain's ability to adapt, adjust, and grow when it faces unfamiliar situations. Your brain actually becomes stronger when you challenge it. If you repeatedly stick only to what feels easy or familiar, you limit that growth. Psychology shows that consistently avoiding new experiences can reduce mental adaptability, because the brain isn't being pushed to develop new connections. 4. You repeat mistakes and blame others. When you keep making the same mistakes and immediately blame others, it often points to low metacognition, the ability to reflect on your own thinking and behavior. Learning depends on self-correction. If you don't pause to examine what went wrong, your brain misses the opportunity to adjust and improve. Psychology shows that repeatedly shifting responsibility outward can block cognitive growth, because improvement requires awareness of one's own role in the outcome. 5. You react without thinking. When you respond immediately without taking a moment to think, it can indicate weak impulse control. Impulse control allows the brain to pause, evaluate options, and choose an appropriate response. Psychology links poor impulse regulation to weaker problem-solving and less effective decision-making. Thoughtful thinking almost always includes a brief pause for processing. When reactions happen too quickly, the brain skips analysis, which reduces the quality of judgment and increases the chance of repeated errors. These habits don't define your intelligence permanently, but they do signal moments when your brain isn't performing at its best. The important part is awareness. Once you recognize these patterns, you can begin to correct them and improve how your mind works. If you're interested in clear, research-based psychology and want more videos that help you better understanding the mind, consider subscribing to the channel and enabling notifications so you don't miss future content.